All reactions in this program are improvised and have not been rehearsed. Portions of said reactions not affecting the outcome have been edited and/or recreated.
Welcome to Season 2 of
What's on this tape?
For the past year, I've been finding some really interesting stuff, both on VHS and Betamax.
Awesome!
And now that I've got more room in my storage unit, I can fill it with more.
Wait, what?
That's right. I recently found a large cache of even more unlabeled mystery tapes to go through.
Sweet!
There could literally be anything on these. So it's time once again to find out
What's on this tape? 6.
Okay, we got a familiar looking title sequence here. Art of the Western World. More of this. Realms of Light. The Baruch. I think I've seen this on one of the other tapes in this lot. Okay, 55 minutes in, that episode was complete, and it looks like we're coming up on another one. Yep, same series, different episode. Let's see what it is. An Age of Reason. An Age of Passion. Let's see if that's complete. Yep, looks like it is. This is PBS. Ooh, hello. Well, what do you know? It looks like viewers like me and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and a bunch of other foundations have made it possible for yet another episode to be recorded on this tape. This is called A Fresh View. Impressionism and Post-Impressionism. And that one is complete. Oh, but it looks like we got something else here. Another made-for-TV movie, it looks like. Where Did He Touch You? Okay, it's called Small Sacrifices. Well, of course the names have been changed. Otherwise we'd have a liability. Oh, Farrah Fawcett. Small Sacrifices. There we are.
Friday is the funniest. Okay, you puny girly man. Welcome to the pint-sized playoffs.
Full House.
Full house. Then meet the new partner.
Whoa.
Great asset to the force.
Oh, we know it's an asset to Mitch.
Oh, Family Matters. One of those pre-Urkel episodes.
I wish the guy
And Perfect Strangers, which was the origin of the Winslows. Just the 10 of us? Haven't heard of that one. Oh boy, there's the Smothers Brothers again. Another one for Magnavox. I wonder how many of these they made. I think John Cleese also did a few of these. And those were much better. Oh, hey Whoopi. Oh, wow. There's a heavy-handed issue there.
Do it for yourself. Do it for your partner. Do it for the babies.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, was she a musician? Oh, who's the boss? I think we know it's her. Ah, the Wonder Years. Oh, there's John Goodman again. Is that Coach? Oh, yep, I knew it. I'm getting better at this. Yeah, whoa. Wow. Farrah definitely aged well, at least in this day and age. Okay, and now we're back on PBS.
And the Noriega connection.
Noriega. That's a familiar name. Looks like we were coming up on the show's title.
A presentation of KCTS Seattle, WNET New York, WTBT Miami, WTBS Detroit, and WGBH Boston.
All fine PBS stations. Okay, so it's Frontline with Judy Woodruff. Ruff.
Good evening.
Oh, January 30th, 1990. Thank goodness we've got a date for this one. What do you know? It's complete. I see you could order them back then. That's pretty cool. This is PBS. And with that, we conclude yet another tape, so it's on to the next one.
7.
Tonight, Marilyn Monroe. Okay. It's on PBS. Yeah, before TCM, the only way we could watch classic movies was on PBS. And maybe during a midnight showing on some independent station.
Nameless visitors still bring flowers to the crypt of a woman they knew only on film.
Really?
Marilyn
Do they?
Monroe, who died 25 years ago. Photographs and
Hey, there's Popeye and Bluto again.
Stores and galleries.
In the next hour, we shall retrace her career, hear from friends.
Lee Remick. The only thing I know her from is that fairy tale theater episode, The Snow Queen.
Unguarded moments.
It's amazing that all these years later,
Gloria. It's gonna be interesting to hear her perspective on Marilyn. Okay, and 48 minutes later, that documentary is complete. Andrew Solt. Scotty Vintage. I think that's related to Scotty Brothers. All American television.
All right, is everybody back around the television set?
Yes, we are.
For our big feature of the night, 1964, John Huston directed Night of the Iguana. Richard Burton stars with Ava Gardner, Deborah Carr, and Sue Lyon in this production, and the costume designer Dorothy Jenkins won an Oscar for her costumes in this production of Tennessee Williams' play.
Take that, Edith Head.
Interrupted here in KQED's Theater Without Sticky Floors, and we'd like to thank the members of KQED for taking us to the movies tonight.
Yeah, thanks, KQED members. And almost 2 hours later, thank goodness, it's gone all the way to the end. But now we got something different. Let's see what it is.
The young king of Wessex.
Now, that's Robert McNeil, who I recognize thanks to Sesame Street. I don't know what he's doing in England, though.
With a small band of followers.
It's very difficult talking folks' dialect because they don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you've only to take village.
It's a little Canadian in there, almost.
And they're,
So that was a BBC program about language of some kind. Okay, so I see it's called The Story of English. That should be an interesting program to track down. This is the PBS logo that I grew up on. It's my favorite one.
We now leave the air, concluding today's broadcast schedule.
Wow, an actual sign-off. It's pretty rare that you see that nowadays. I mean, nowadays channels are on like 24/7. But yeah, that's what it looks like, or looked like, when a channel signed off and went off the air back in the day. You'd get nothing but snow. Let's see how many minutes of snow there is here. Okay, that was about 3 minutes of snow, I think. Alright, we got some 80s flavor here. Bay Area. 2 at noon, KTVU.
62 million bucks.
Looks like a news program of some sort.
Are still being reported. The opposition still suffers
In 1989. So that must mean it was recorded after 1989, maybe 1990. Whoa! Hey, that's a neat looking Toto puppet. Oh man, and that's an interesting tooth puppet too. Oh boy, back when all non-Henson puppets were nightmare fuel. Oh, we got a little stop motion there as well. Wonder if it was done by Clokey in Sausalito. Oh my god. I'm glad they don't have these anymore. Or do they? Oh, jeez. Dressing him like the Pope? Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is after they became a Fox affiliate. That's another clue. Friday and Saturday, February 23rd and 24th. Maybe this was in February of 1990. April 7th and 8th. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is recorded on the same day, but yeah, I still think it's from like February of 1990. Copyright 1990. There's another clue. March 7th. Cheers. This must be while it was in syndication.
Today, 3 aquanauts are trapped by an undersea earthquake on the ocean floor as Ben Gazzara, Yvette Menu, and Walter Pigeon star in Neptune Disaster.
The afternoon movie, Neptune Disaster, on KTVU. But that was only like the first hour or so. So, looks like there's nothing but snow on the rest of this tape. So, yeah, let's go on to the next one.
8.
Wednesday night at 8 on Express. Imagine buying cocaine in an American
Coca-Line?
drugstore, or
Was that a
heroin
real
or any other
thing?
currently illegal drug. The violence and futility of the war on drugs on Express at 8.
So this was KQED.
KQED, San Francisco.
The following grisly and squalid tale of Jack the Ripper contains language and
grisly and squalid.
Parental discretion is advised.
Jack the Ripper. The final solution.
Yeah, this has to be a British program. Okay, and it's about 51 minutes, and the program is complete, and we go from one PBS station to another. Now we're on KTEH 54 in San Jose. Yeah, that's the one that we received in Watsonville, where I was growing up. And here we are at Mystery with those awesome Edward Gorey and Derek Lamb titles. With host Vincent Price. The good years. Yeah, when you see Mysterious Theater on Sesame Street, then it makes sense. The Return of Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, there was more than one Sherlock series. And this one's called The Empty House. Dramatized by John Hawksworth. Oh, I never get tired of that logo.
On Wonderworks, 3 young friends join forces.
Wonderworks. There's a familiar name.
But I want to be heard.
Oh, kitty, 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 kitty! That's an interesting way to promote the McNeil Lehrer News Hour.
Nobody's vote is more important than yours.
We got something different here.
I've heard nothing officially yet, but I remember you and Sergeant Bergerac talking about it.
Bergerac.
I thought it was one o'clock evening as well.
No relation to Cyrano, I bet. Well, whatever that was, it was a BBC program directed by Michael Custance. Oh, wow. There's an interesting BBC logo I've never seen before.
Local presentation of Bergerac on Channel
Okay, so it was called Bergerac.
by a grant from Bank of the West.
Flute player doing his thing. Overpriced jewelry. Overpriced stoneware, kitchenware. Yeah. That's how we make money. Sherlock Holmes hat he's wearing. Oh. Trying out the local wines. Yay, pride. Wonder where this is. was... Oh, Palo Alto. Right, because that's University Avenue. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if actually I was at this fair once when I was a real little kid. Because I remember getting a pink hat at one of those types of fairs. And yeah, I remember it smelling a lot like fish. Mm-hmm. That was a nice portrait of Palo Alto in the 80s. A nice moment of zen.
Monsters of the deep. When Johnny Carson narrates Whales, the next...
Wow, so Johnny Carson narrated a documentary about whales? I learn something new every time I go through one of these tapes. And you can too, if you take the time. Vaccine on trial. Yeah, I guess vaccines were controversial even back then. KTEH 54 on education. What, are they going to play Blind Man's Bluff? Oh, this is in Alum Rock Park, San Jose.
Everyone quiet, please. This is an exercise in communication and treat it as such, please. Also, it's an exercise in following directions. Treat it as such, please. And it's an exercise.
Yeah, because those are, you can only do those things blindfolded, right?
That represents life to us. If you can follow these directions, if you can trust your neighbor, it says a lot about where you're coming from.
Okay, that was only a few minutes of that, though. And where I'm coming from, it's time to check another tape.
9.
This is so blurry, I can't tell what's going on. Almost looks like Katharine Hepburn on the left. Ooh, so this is on Coffee TV 20. Probably not stereo. So according to them, this is a fantastic feature. We'll see what it is later, maybe. Coming July 27th. Jackie Gleason. It's a best of compilation. Aw, he looks like a good boy. Yeah, I miss those pet bumpers that they had on Coffee back in the day.
The following is a free speech message.
I would like to thank Governor Deukmejian for vetoing the mandatory helmet bill.
Yeah, back in the day before everybody was running their mouth all over the internet, all over Facebook and Instagram, people actually wrote to newspapers, they wrote to politicians, and they voiced their opinions on local TV or magazines in the editorial section. Now it seems like the whole internet, almost all of social media, is an editorial section.
Write to us at Stereo TV 20, 2500 Marin Street, San Francisco 94124, or give us a call at 821-2020.
Oh, look at the twins.
KOFY, Coffee, TV 20, San Francisco.
Okay, and now back to the fantastic feature. Okay, I can barely read this text, but it looks like that was Katharine Hepburn. And Laurence Olivier, if I'm not mistaken.
Pinche huevón! Pinche huevón!
Don't ask how I know what that means. But it looks like we're still on Coffee.
Coffee, TV 20, San Francisco.
Let's see what's next. It's an episode of Maude. Haven't seen that show, but yeah, it must have been good enough to be in syndication. But that was only like the first few minutes of Maude. And now we're on KPIX5, San Jose, CBS. Ooh, what's this? What are they talking about?
Many times it's one spouse against the other. So to be fair to my husband, we have asked people to just simply
Is she
say
like
what they
a
saw.
public figure?
There's one other occasion that
Because I don't know who that
by the
is.
the executive houseman, Mr. Olson.
Maybe she was a public figure back
before
then.
his daughter finished her finals.
Okay, who's that? Oh, Iron Mike.
Wasn't ever close.
It was over before it started.
Think there'll be a rematch.
Think they won't want
How about a shot of the two champs together?
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, Robin's gonna knock out more of those teeth.
Diet Pepsi challenged and decisively beat Diet Coke.
Mike, how do you feel about sharing your title, huh?
No problem. Just got sham and Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi. the
Yeah, he was the champ and she played him like a chump.
Am I mistaken?
He's dead, dumbass.
Boy, look at these chores.
Chores? I'm chore boy. I do pots, pans, grills, the oven, the range hood.
Ah, a little animated kid who will clean your dishes. Yeah, that's worth the money. Oh, so now we're on KRON4. Now we're on NBC.
This is NBC.
This must have been Lear of the Olympics or something. 24.
This program is about unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved mysteries, eh?
Family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you are about to see is not a news broadcast or a news documentary.
Yeah, thanks for that disclaimer. Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries. This was a pretty popular show, I think, back in the late 80s or early 90s.
They forced the office door open and discovered an empty safe.
Is that Robert Stack?
People were missing. Elmer DeBoer, the service station courier.
Yeah, it's gotta be him.
$1,000.
I used to star in movies like Airplane and To Be or Not to Be. Now I've resorted to hosting cheesy murder porn that people watch only when they're sick at home.
Aha, it looks like we've got Geraldo after this.
Check out their hustle. I was a thief for 20 years of my life.
It takes a thief. Victim of con artist.
You're walking through life going,
Yup. Oh, damn, looks like that's all that's on the tape. Let's see, we had part of a movie on coffee and a little bit of Mod, episode of People Are Talking on KPIX5 CBS, and an episode of Unsolved Mysteries on NBC KRON4. Yeah, pretty good selection of 80s stuff there. But I've got a lot more Unsolved Mysteries to get through on the next few tapes, so onward and upward. 10! Tongues. This seems like an interesting documentary subject. Acting our age, huh? Well, age ain't nothing but a number, of course.
Local presentation of Adventure on KQED.
Aha, so this show is called Adventure. Whoa, there's some interesting animation there. I can't figure out the animator, though, but it seems like their work might have been on Sesame Street. At least the Gloria Globe segments, I mean. Oh, Banana Republic. They've been around that long, huh? Fat man on a bicycle goes Norse. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this is complete. Okay, 55 minutes into the tape, and it is complete. Ah, there's a video and audio tape brand that I used to see all the time. Toto, I have a feeling we're not on PBS anymore. Oh, I see we're on KICU 36.
Good evening, I'm Jane Avery. Coming up tonight on the news at 10, flames could be seen from 15 miles away. The fire in Richmond...
Oh, geez, I don't need any fire news. I'm gonna go forward. Ah, Diet Coke. I sure could go for one of those right now. Could go for a Jessica Rabbit, too, come to think of it. Hey, Bob. Richard Williams Studio did this on the side. Would make sense since they've done like a whole ton of other ads. Uh-oh.
Ice cream. Couldn't you go for a nice cold Eskimo pie right now?
Yeah, there's something you wouldn't see on TV today. Hey, it was the 80s. It was a different time.
I like first about eating Eskimo pie in the summer. It's refreshing, even when it gets way up into the 20s.
Little Alaskan humor there.
This is a Cosby quiz for
Uh-oh.
Sunday afternoon, the big game is on. You're sitting in your favorite chair, enjoying yourself. You're feeling good, and all of a sudden you say to your kid, "Hey, Joe, so button on, get me a beer, will you?" Hold it, wait. You're involving your kid in your alcohol or drug habit. And it's like saying, it's okay to drink. Be a smart parent. You've learned about the risk, now avoid it. It's a challenge to you. Thank you.
Bad. Hey, that's Alan Alda, and this movie is probably not MASH related.
My value system changed. One day I took a look at my $150,000.
Uh-oh, we've hit a blizzard. I think I'll get up and get a Diet Coke. Okay, there we're back. Brief little signal interference there. Okay, so after that part of a movie, we are looking at something else, which is a really, really, really bad antenna signal.
Hell, I got arrested 7 times back in the 60s for it, but if civil rights and affirmative action mean giving jobs to unqualified candidates at the expense of more qualified ones.
Oh wait, it's Morton Downey. Yeah, Morton Downey Jr. Yeah, I wonder if there's any talk shows like that today. If there were, they'd probably be on like Fox News or Truth Social or some other right-wing network like that.
Because you wore blackface, are you doing that in a degrading way?
That's still a hot-button issue today.
I wouldn't. Because actually, I tell you, after seeing you singing, you ain't got no rhythm, pal.
Way to throw shade. Oh, now it looks like we're on something different. So about 4 hours into the tape, we've just finished part of a movie that was made at Pinewood Studios and was just shown as part of KTVU2's Sunday Super Cinema. Oh, year end. Oh! And now we are looking at something else. Evening Magazine. I guess this was CBS's version of Entertainment Tonight.
JMEL's Monizuki for John London. That's right, boss. Free money.
That's interesting. So, this is like way before KMEL was an urban station.
KMEL, that's 106.1 FM. Listen Thursday morning at 7:10. I'll announce the birthday of this.
Anybody remember this guy? Leave your memories of him in the comments.
Beginning October 3rd at 5 on 5.
That guy sounded like Rochester. Crazies, huh? The Good Guys. Wonder what happened to them. There's Lily Tomlin. Wow, that must be the early stages of the AIDS quilt. Yo-ho-ho! Looks like we got a CBS special presentation. It's a red truck. Oh, uh-oh! It's the girl in the red truck. AKA Schultz's Folly. Yeah, look it up, you'll see what I mean. There's Spike in one of the few animated parts. Unfortunately, that was just the first few seconds of that penis special. But what a thing to go out on. Makes me excited to see the contents of the next few tapes. So until then, adios, muchachos.
Stay tuned for the next episode of What's on This Tape, where even more hidden content will be revealed.